Well, guys, if you've seen this thumbnail, which you obviously did, yeah, we're selling. It's a dehumidifier.
God, extreme close up.
Well, we don't have mics, so. Well, I'm a mic.
I have a mic.
You have a mic. So yeah, guys, it's true. Unfortunately, we have to sell the shop and the house. You know, it's been 2 years since we moved, and a lot has changed since then. The last year, since Mom's passing, it's been quite the challenge making videos and figuring out what the new normal is for myself and for Dad. Well, especially for Dad. You know, essentially we just can't afford it. Dad can't afford to live here and pay the amount of rent that I need to cover the mortgage. So when Mom passed, we actually did reduce, you know, what they were both paying. And so we're subsidizing and we just can't afford it anymore. Especially with everything that's happening with work and this whole automatic transmission thing in Canada, which is happening right now. I'll make another video on that to talk about it. But the reality is I gotta pull in and hold our cards a little closer to our chest because I just can't afford it. As simple as that. Just can't afford it. At the new house, we do have a shop, so it's not like we're destitute. Gosh, far from that. But perhaps I've been a little bit spoiled, perhaps a little bit naive as to how much I've been taking on with the two houses, my cars and the trucks. Because some of you know that I have another YouTube channel called Mike's Garage. I don't post there very much. I do a little bit, and it's about my cars. And my cars are like my first love, but so are the trucks. So trucks and cars, I mean, I guess I love it all. So, but anyway, so the other shop has the cars in it. It's not big enough to put trucks in it, which is kind of a bummer. But of course it does have the carport, which fits trucks, as long as they're not too tall. Kenny doesn't fit in there. Well, Kenny knows in there, but so even though we're selling this place, we're not getting rid of any trucks. I know you're probably thinking, Mike, just sell some trucks so you can keep it. But the other thing is, it's kind of a pain in the butt.
The trucks aren't worth enough to.
Well, yeah. I mean,
to keep the house.
You might get a few months worth of mortgage payments out of one, but yeah. So we're not selling any trucks because honestly, they're not worth enough. And I mean, I still love them all, and I don't plan on not doing the trucks. I don't plan on not finishing any of them. I don't know what's going to happen down the road. Work has gotten busier. I have to be busier in order to earn an income and look after all my commitments, which, whatever, is normal. It just makes it a little bit harder sometimes to do videos. And of course, with coming to this house now, it's not so easy to make a good quality, longer video because I can't get enough stuff done. And of course, if I have the trucks at home with me again, then I can, you know, do stuff in the evenings to set up for a Saturday episode video, or do more videos like during the week. I mean, I did a lot more when I first kind of started this channel, but Andrea was working on weekends. So while you were on the phone, because she was booking rides for old people and handicapped people and did all her work on the phone. So I'd come out to the shop and make videos and work on trucks, and it was, I'm not going to say it was perfect, but it worked good because the trucks had my undivided attention. But now coming out 1 or 2 days a week, it's just too hard. So we're going to get all the trucks back home, which is our new home, and I'll make videos there. And I'm going to miss this shop immensely because it's my dream shop. It was the vision, the red tin, and it all started with a picture that I saw on Instagram or Facebook. It might have been Facebook back in the day. I saw it on the internet, let's just say that.
Paying attention.
And it was a red shop with exotic cars in it and a big motorhome, and you know, that was my vision. So, and I guess we got it, which is cool. And
we can do it again.
And like Andrew says, we can do it again. And the plan is to do it again. So once we get everything over to the other house, we liquidate this place, see what funds we have left available, and hopefully, you know, the economy picks up. Right now, it's not great. We're having this thing with manual transmissions that we can't get them. So we just have to be careful. But the plan is to either add on to the shop at the other house for a truck shop or build a freestanding shop, probably pretty much like this one. You know, the only thing I think I would change in here is put a floor drain. But, and even that hasn't, like working on the trucks, it's not really necessary. If you're parking in it all the time,
Yeah.
then it is, but.
Yeah, I don't think it's even, I mean, here it would have been good because this was our garage.
Yeah.
But there it doesn't matter.
And the funny thing is, our garage at the other house doesn't have floor drains either.
No.
The water just runs out the door. But yeah, so I don't know what it's worth. Some say it's worth over $1 million, which it seems like everything is nowadays. We're on 15 acres. The shop is 40 by 60. You know, we've got a brand new furnace in the house, a brand new radiant heater here. We've got the wood boiler, so if you want to save money, you burn wood and it heats the floor and still heats the house as well. So I think I'm gonna list it for probably $975 or something like that. We'll get the realtor and out and see what he says. In the meantime, if someone's interested in it and you want to buy it, we can skip the realtor, which I have no problem doing, and you know, possibly give someone a better deal that way. But yeah, the end result is we need to move on. Part of why Dad bought this big motorhome that's in here is he's moving back to his property because it's his, and he's gonna live in this motorhome. So it's not ideal. I feel a little bit like a bugger for my dad going and living in an RV, but the reality is Mom and Dad have been living in an RV for, gosh,
Years.
How many?
I don't know, a few years.
Yeah, probably 5 years or better.
I would think so.
Because they had their property in Yuma, Arizona, and they bought a property up here and they sold their house because, you know, if it's empty all winter, it's essentially became more of a liability. So, but when they came back the last time, Mom wanted to be in a house again. And then of course, Mom got sick and passed away, which, you know, no one was expecting. And Dad just doesn't have the funds to rebuild another house there, but he loves his property because it was theirs. This motorhome is freaking huge and has all the amenities. So it's kind of like having a small house, which Dad doesn't need a lot. So, and once we get rid of this place, and as long as the economy is, you know, we'll be all right. And I'm still helping Dad, and then Dad's, well, he better still be around and give me a hand when sometimes, but yeah, the channel's going to be changing a little bit. Not getting rid of this truck. My hope, which is why both these trucks are in here, was that I could get them both running and driving before we had to do anything, which I don't know if that's going to happen. Rumor is I should be getting the engine for this maybe next week. The guy was saying 2 weeks. So yeah, we're going to get to work on the interior. Well, keep working on the interior to get it as buttoned up as I can. And then once an engine shows up, then we're going to rip the engine out of this and put the other one in because it's a runner. And then at least if we have it driving and it's sealed up. That's why I haven't painted it either, because I knew eventually it would have to go outside, and yeah, so that's what's happening. Don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe it won't happen for months. Maybe it'll happen right away. Maybe one of you guys watch and be like, oh, my shop is available. I'll take it. And then we'll have to rush to get done, which we can do. So Dad is actually planning on going south this winter, if possibly. So if we sell it sooner, Dad's probably going to jump in either this motorhome or his other motorhome.
Which one does he choose?
Yeah, so Dad loves RVs. Well, actually, I should say it's kind of like a love-hate relationship. Because he gets them and then he hates them. But
and then he misses them.
And then he misses them. So, and of course, right now it's not a good time to sell an RV. So like Dad's little Class C motorhome, if anybody wants to buy it, it's available. But in the meantime, Dad's, probably going to use it. But the reason for the big fella is it's big enough that you can live in it and do whatever. So Dad would like to sell the Class B and just get rid of the payment, but we can't right now. So we're not going to worry about it. But Dad gets back to his own property. It eliminates having to pay rent to me and makes life easier for him. I don't have the investment here anymore, but I also don't have the liabilities. And right now we're subsidizing it. We can't afford to. It's just the reality. So, but we're not selling any trucks.
Or cars.
Or cars. The whole thing is about saving the Cabovers and the cars. And the reality is, I might have to work outside for a little bit. Maybe I can modify the carport, because the other house has a carport that's, we could...
Nothing tarps and a propane heater won't fix.
Exactly. And at least if it's at home, you can go out in the evening, fire up your heater under the tarp and go to work.
And then come in and get warm.
And then come in and get warm. So anyways, guys, that's it for this video. If any of y'all are interested...
Y'all.
It's like I'm in Texas. Maybe I should move to Texas.
I'm game.
You never know. Maybe one day I'll move to the United States. Maybe not. I don't know. I would like to. Well,
then we could do a museum delivery.
A museum delivery. She wants to buy a Corvette and do a museum delivery. So maybe one day.
Canadians can't.
Canadians can't do that. And man, we get taxed to death here. People tell me California has lots of tax. Well, let me tell you, I don't think it's as bad as how we are in BC right now, but...
It might be.
It might be.
But they have palm trees.
They have palm trees, and it's sunny.
It's a palm tree tax.
That's true, palm tree tax.
I'd pay that.
So, and, since we're getting to the end of the video, and probably a lot of people have already tuned out, so the only ones that are sticking around are the diehards, right?
Right.
So then we can get a little bit more, a little more real. So there's more stuff going on in the background to where I'm hoping that I can maybe sell some trucks into the US. And, right now as a Canadian dealer, you can't sell into the US, but there's things happening. So the future could get interesting. I don't know if I should say that, but let's face it, probably not a lot of people are watching right now anyway, so.
I know, I've lost interest.
So by selling the house and the shop, it'll make life easier, especially if it ends up where we have a second residence in the States and I'm selling trucks down there as well. So
Ooh, that'd be fun.
And the thing is, I'm going to do more new truck content as well, because at the end of the day, that's what I live. I live trucks, and I need to sell new ones in order to fund these ones. So, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to expand the channel. We're going to make more videos, try to make more videos. I don't want to, I say I'm going to make more videos and then I don't, because it's, so the plan is to make more videos and have the old truck content for the people that love the old truck content, and new truck content for people that are curious about the new truck stuff, and also to provide information to help me sell trucks. Because if I sell trucks, new trucks, it helps me rebuild the old trucks. So if you guys help me out with views and we grow the channel with new truck stuff and used trucks, then we can do more with the used trucks. So that's the goal. Ultimately, it's for the trucks. So, because if we sell more trucks, we can buy more trucks. And I don't want to paint this thing, so I want to pay to paint it. I want to get Peterbilt Pacific to paint it is my plan, but we need to be able to afford to do that. So you know what? If doing that means we gotta sell the shop and wait to build a new one, that's what we're gonna do. So, anything else? No. I guess we should probably do something now, eh?
Work?
Yeah, probably work. Because the kickers, we don't have the shop for, well, we don't know how long we're going to have it. What if nobody wants to buy it? Who would want to buy a 40 by 60 shop that fits huge motorhomes and trucks?
Nobody.
All right. Oh, my butt's kind of sore too.
This is not the best bench.
It's not the best bench, but it's better than some benches. That means I have to buy a container to put stuff in too. I think I'm slouching. Should I sit up? Stick my neck out to hide my fat chin.
It's genetic. You can't fight it.
That's true. It is genetic. My Uncle Larry has this chin. Facebook sometimes thinks I'm him, which isn't bad because he's a pretty cool guy, actually.
He's very cool.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.